So I have several clumps of irises, and so I thought I'd just go through them real quick just to kind of have some sort of record of how they're doing this year. So, anyways, this clump is probably the least productive clump of irises that I have. Just two blooms out of the whole thing. This next clump kind of starts not so great, but then we get some blooms after a while. A couple here. A little gap here, probably because of gophers last year. Had a big problem with gophers last year. Keep on going here. This is a little bit of a separate clump here. And then a little bit of separation here. And then kind of another clump here. A little corner clump here, producing just one bloom. And in this area, there's three clumps. There's this little clump in front, and then there's a clump right behind it, and then there's one over there. It doesn't get nearly as much water as it should probably, or at least at the end of it doesn't. And here's my brown clump. Sort of brownish anyways. And then these ones over here I think get a little bit more shade than they should have. And so I'll probably transplant these to a sunnier location. Next we have another group that's not doing so much. Just this one on the corner. And then there's one small plant over there by itself. This next clump starts with some irises that aren't producing anything, but then we have a couple that are. Got a beard tongue there right behind those irises that is ready to produce a bunch of flowers. In fact, there's a few beard tongue flowers back over there. And a couple, and this is another area where the gopher really did a lot of damage right there last year. And we got some more over here. And then we got a couple yellow ones right here. There's a few here. This is also another area where the gophers really did a lot of damage last year. This was actually a fairly thick clump a couple years ago, but then the gophers came along and messed everything up. And finally, this clump or group was transplanted just last October, and they've actually done fairly well producing some flowers. At least a couple of them have.